What is up guys? Gian here of Gadget Pilipinas. Welcome back to the channel. Just a quick update kung bakit ako nandito sa San Jose, California. Number one is because AMD invited me sa event nila dito which they call Advancing AI, where they actually launch a few products. No, that's number one. And number two is from San Jose, California, I'm going to Los Angeles to visit my sister. No? And eventually naman, by January ganun din, pupunta uli ako ng LA. Pero after LA, Las Vegas naman for the coverage of CES. Now, about the launch of AMD here at San Jose, California, it's pretty interesting. Ako honestly, hindi ako masyadong well-versed in terms of AI and the processor involved, no? Especially in the enterprise level. Ng mga data centers at saka ng mga supercomputers. Kaya it's really also more of a learning experience for me. No? Now, the launch actually involved several products, as I mentioned earlier, and one of which is the update to their MI250 na processor or AI accelerator, which they announced last year. And now, they now have two variants, the MI300A and MI300X. Now, what are these? These are called AI accelerators. No? Sa pagkakaintindi ko ng AI accelerator, I also wrote an article about this, is that these are processors that are meant to be used by data centers and supercomputers in processing large language models, pati yung mga other AI-specific na mga applications that can only be done using powerful processors and also higher compute level na mga processors. Now, this usually can be done with consumer level processors that are available in the market, like 7040 series, and now with the new one, which is the 8040 series, but with the enterprise level, talagang ang kausap dito ng AMD is not really us as consumers, but really more of enterprise, those na mayroong data centers. For example, nandiyan na nga yung mga companies na nakikita nyo ngayon sa harap. And one of the language models that were demonstrated at the demo area is yung Llama, which is an LLM that can be installed also on consumer level products like laptops and computers. Pero it would depend on the model being used. Siyempre, those are only small scale models, and if we're talking about enterprise level models, nandun na nga yung ibang mga bagay like research that really requires supercomputers and higher compute level in terms of processors and accelerators. It's a very interesting product na neither me or nor some of my colleagues would not even understand fully. Naintindihan ko naman siya, pero in my level of understanding, parang feeling ko kailangan pa mag-aral about it. It is very interesting though, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm looking forward to really learning more about it. Now, one big step for me to be able to understand that is installing some local LLMs in my computer setup. Now, interesting because kanina in the demo area is that the guy actually told me that he was able to install one in his home computer with a W900 na pro level GPU, of course with AI components yun. At he was able to demonstrate that at nakakonect yung computer that he's using for demo purposes doon sa kanyang home computer, and he was actually able to run it through the server, run 70B model ng Llama. At it was actually very fast, very, very quick. It's a much faster language model, much bigger also, kaya yung requirement nun is much bigger as well. Pero ang ginawa niya is pinalitan niya, to transform niya to 13B model, which is a smaller scale model, even 7B. And that can actually be done using other GPUs, consumer level GPUs. In fact, yung ginamit nga niya kanina for the 13B model is just the Asus Zephyrus G14, Pero interesting yung ginawa niya kasi iGPU nun is 780M na AMD, tapos naka 70 series, no? Sa 7000 series na CPU. Nagawa naman niya, no? But only using the CPU, no? But another thing is that he was able to also demonstrate an ROG Ally using AMD Z1 Extreme, tapos install niya locally yung standard diffusion. Napagana naman niya, no? And that's all thanks to the AI part, no, of CPUs and APUs that AMD has been manufacturing and introducing to the market since last year. Interesting improvement, if I may say. At the goal is for developers to quantize, no, to paliitin pa yung mga models para na sa ganon, it will not require bigger memories in order for you to run these on even consumer level products, no, or even laptops. Before, the higher level of language model requires 75 gig of memory, but that was 2 months ago, at they were able to quantize and reduce the requirement to 45 gig. Imagine nyo lang, no, after 2 months, 3 months, maybe 6 months down the road, baka yung laptop, no, or even the Z1 Extreme may be able to, I don't know, still, hindi ko alam, no, will be able to use higher language models such as 70B. But 13B, okay na yan. I don't think it's going to be an issue. But you don't get the level of complexity ng mga language models na ito. That's one of the things that they announced earlier. And also, Lisa Su also announced the update to the Ryzen series, which is the Ryzen 8040 series. Medyo madami-dami siya, no? I think more than 8 or 7 yata yung nilaunch nila kanina, pinakita nila kanina, and it's quite a good leap, no, compared to the previous generation. But then again, these are only actually mobile processors or mobile chips, no? And it's interesting to see how this will be translated to the desktop counterparts of the series. We're expecting the laptops to be announced very soon, no? Maybe at CES, may mga laptops na 8000 series doon. And exciting tong CES because even CES, ang theme is really focused on AI. And the fact that more companies are actually getting into the AI space now, it's interesting how this will unfold, no, moving forward. And last but not the least, no, another thing that they announced is yung bagong Ryzen AI software that they also developed. Lots of things there, no, but the gist is that they have prepared something for consumers, for them to play around, no, and see how well their processors can play around with these language models and assist them in their development. Whether you're using this for content creation, for programming or not, AMD is very much focused on helping developers and content creators in helping you do what you want to do. Now, lingid sa kaalaman ng karamihan, no, na karamihan sa mga laptops, in fact, more than 1 million devices, no, ay tumatakbo na sa mga Ryzen AI CPUs. Kasi na-announce nila yan before pa. And in fact, if you're using a 7000 series laptop right now, you're probably, already, getting the fruits of the labors done by those processors. Most of the applications being used by content creators right now, for example, Photoshop, meron din kasama dito na DaVinci Resolve, which I am using, also Lightroom, no? Those applications already have AI applications built into it, and in order for them to be able to run, it would require a certain NPU that is really focused on AI specific applications. For example, if you're watching this video right now, because there's a perceived depth of field behind me, no? Hindi ganun kalaki because I'm just shooting with the Osmo Pocket 3. I can, no, if I capture only the foreground at alam na ngayon nung application na merong background, I can just simply either remove the background or pwede rin naman na I can just simply put a text behind me. And that is all thanks to AI processing. Without AI, it would be a little difficult to render and also to be able to pull off something like this. That's just one, no? Marami pa yan, no? Auto color. Siyempre, no, hindi na naman si AMD yung may ganyan. Even Apple also has the same thing. Kaya nga, if you take a look at the M1, M2, and even the new ones, the M3 chip, yun, meron yung neural processing units, no, NPU, no, built into it as well. And the same thing with the new line of 8000 series. Those chips already have their respective NPUs built into it. No? So, interesting 2024. It's going to be the age of AI. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this in the future. Well, so yun ang mga update ko sa inyo. No? Again, there's much to learn on my side. I really am not so well versed into this AI, and I hope that you would join me with me and the rest of the team in understanding all of these things. So if you want to know more about what were launched here at San Jose, California, go and check out our website at gadgetpilipinas.net. I also have an article, as I mentioned earlier, about a primer on what AI accelerators are. So go check it out. Again, this has been Gian. See you in the next video. Bye.